Wubin stood frozen, shock etched across his face at what had just transpired. He knew how ruthless Liwei could be, but he had never imagined he would summon the courage to extend that ruthlessness toward Master Shen, one of the few people Liwei had a soft spot for. Master Shen's eyes remained locked on Liwei's as their hands both clenched the knife. Leaning closer, his voice weak and barely above a whisper, he spoke into Liwei's ear. He warned him never to lower his guard, no matter who lurked behind the mask. He urged him to destroy the foundation first, and the structure would collapse on its own, to cut the roots, and the tree would fall. This, he explained, was far bigger than Liwei imagined. He added that it had been a privilege to be his master all these years, and that he could take care of himself. With one final effort, he forcibly pulled the knife from his body, his strength fading, and dragged himself toward the balcony. Leaning over, he leapt into the body of water below, his figure disappearing into the depths. Liwei stood in place, numb, the knife heavy in his hand. Determination to eradicate everyone connected to his family's death surged within him, yet a piercing ache tore through his chest. He had just stabbed Master Shen, one of the few people he had trusted and kept close to his heart. The thought that he might have killed him left him weakened and hollow, as if a massive part of him had been ripped away. A sharp sound cut through the silence. The masked man began to clap, his voice dripping with cold approval. He commended Liwei for his performance, declaring that all the years of preparation had paid off, and that Liwei was indeed ready. Liwei's eyes darkened, his gaze sharp and unyielding as he leveled his gun at the masked man, demanding he speak. The masked man, unshaken, assured him there was no need for violence. He would speak willingly. Slowly he rose and walked toward Liwei, stopping just before him. He leaned closer, tilting his gun subtly to ensure it was not aimed at him, and praised him. He confessed that he had once expected Liwei to grow weak, but Liwei had proven him wrong. By choosing him, he had played his cards perfectly. Liwei's gaze remained locked on him, unrelenting. He demanded to know who the man was, and urged him to stop dancing around the truth. The masked man laughed softly, a sound that carried both amusement and foreboding. He indicated that perhaps it was time to reveal his true face, and that only then would Liwei understand. Slowly, deliberately, the man placed his hand on his mask. Liwei and Wubin watched, their bodies tense, anticipation coiling like a spring, every second stretching unbearably as they waited to see the person behind the mask. The masked man shifted the mask carefully, inch by inch, before finally ripping it away from his face. His features were revealed, and Liwei's eyes widened in sheer disbelief. Shock washed over him entirely. This was someone he had never imagined, not even once, and someone he had believed was dead. The sight drained strength from his legs. Before him stood the man he had revered, the man who had shaped so much of his life. The man responsible for his suffering, for forging him into the ruthless figure he had become, was here, face to face with him. It was his grandfather.